Back at the Black Sands, first trip of the winter. There hasn't been a big storm. It's flat as a pancake out there, in fact. But there must have been some action where we've had a spring tide about a week ago, and it's had a nibble, just a nibble, at the dunes. And all this dune actually isn't blown sand. It's a storm deposit that's about, I don't know, 10,000 years old or something, according to the maps, the drift maps. Anyway, the spring tides the other week have had a little nibble. They popped a bit of black sand on top of the golden sands. Not a great depth. I mean, you know, a couple of millimetres. There's a few little sort of tree rings in there of black sand, but you don't have to go down far and you're back into just blonde sand. So this is very, very recent black sand. So I'm just taking a sample. I've already had one little sample and I've got it running in the Gold Monster 2000, the new model with the flat bottom. Took advice off Facebook, got myself a flat bottom piece of gutter in, put some new V-mat in it, and we'll see how that gets on and see if this fresh run, I suppose you'd call it flood black sand, would you? Anyway, it's springtide black sand, I suppose. Let's give it a go, pop it in the sluice. Report back in a minute. There we go, dancing across the riffle. It's staying in there, isn't it? Has it jumped? Not sure. Well, every day's a learning day. I'm on the second pan's worth of sand now. I've cleaned the first one out. I'm quite happy with this. It's running really nicely. And whilst I haven't got hardly any gold, I'm pleased with not just the way the new sluice is working, but the learning is important today. And if I just... where's it gone? There it is. Yeah, there's one little speck of gold in there. I think there's some more in there, but not much. So the learning is that really, when you come and get the black sand off the beach, you want to be getting the compounded deposits that lie underneath. So what you want is a big storm coming in, ripping all this sand off and exposing that really thick layer of black sands underneath. What's not much use is when you've had a spring tide and it's just washed a bit of the dunes away and left a little faint black sand layer on top. No, you want to be deep down where it's all accumulated over the years and grab some of that rich seam. That's where the gold is. There is gold in the top from this last spring tide, but it clearly concentrates it every time there's a storm, and one high tide's worth of black sand doesn't contain much gold at all. So you could probably have worked that out just from sitting in your deck chair at home with a glass of beer, but practice makes perfect, doesn't it? And we've come out and done it in practice, and I'll tell you how this second pan goes. when I clean this out, but happy with the way it's working, and a bit of a lesson learned, I think. Slim pickings today, folks, very slim pickings, but I'll be back as soon as there's been a storm and get into that nice deep black sand. See you soon.